good evening, and welcome. Today we're exploring a rising cybersecurity threat that is targeting one of the most convenient technologies we use every day: tap-to-pay systems powered by NFC. New data from ESET's H1 2025 threat report reveals a staggering 35-fold increase in NFC-related cyber attacks in the first half of this year. Compared to late 2024, this wave of attacks has started reshaping how experts view the safety of near-field communication, or NFC, a wireless technology used in millions of smartphones, credit cards, and wearable devices for fast, contactless transactions. Although it only works within a short distance, just a few inches, it has now become the focus of a new and dangerous form of exploitation. With the global NFC market expected to surge from approximately $21.7 billion in 2024 to over $30.5 billion by 2029, the stakes could not be higher. But even as encryption and tokenization become more advanced, cybercriminals are staying one step ahead using a mix of malware, phishing, and clever manipulation. At the center of this threat is a modified tool called N-Gate, a weaponized version of NFC Gate. Originally created by researchers for academic purposes to test and analyze NFC communication, NFC Gate was never intended for malicious use. Unfortunately, hackers have reprogrammed it into a stealthy attack platform, now known as N-Gate. Here's how the attack unfolds. It all begins with a seemingly innocent text message. The user receives a fake SMS pretending to be from their bank, prompting them to click a link and open what looks like a legitimate online banking interface. But this is no ordinary scam. It's built using progressive web app technology, meaning it behaves like a real app, but is not downloaded through any official app store. This allows it to bypass common security layers and trick even tech-savvy users. Once the user enters their banking credentials, the attackers strike again. Masquerading as real bank employees, they make a phone call and advise the victim to install a supposed security app to protect their account. In reality, they are tricking the user into installing N-Gate. This malware, once installed, hijacks the NFC functionality on the phone. When the victim holds a physical bank card near their device, something many people do out of habit, N-Gate silently captures and stores the card's data. With this information, the hackers can then create a virtual clone of the card and perform unauthorized transactions without the victim even realizing it. But it doesn't stop there. A more advanced variation of this attack, dubbed Ghost Tap, takes it further. Here, attackers use both the stolen card data and intercepted one-time passwords to register the card into digital wallets like Google Pay or Apple Pay. Once added, they can use massive fleets of Android devices, so-called phone farms, to carry out waves of contactless transactions around the clock. While this type of attack is undeniably sophisticated, there are still several important ways that everyday users can protect themselves. First, be highly skeptical of any unexpected messages claiming to be from your bank, especially those urging you to click a link or download an app. Second, never install apps from outside official app stores. Side-loading apps may bypass security, leaving you exposed to threats like N-Gate. Third, consider setting low transaction limits on your contactless payments. This adds a buffer in case your card is somehow compromised. Fourth, use RFID blocking wallets. These are physical accessories designed to prevent unauthorized NFC scanning of your cards. And finally, make sure your phone has a reputable security solution installed. For Android users, products like ESET Home Security offer 247 virus scans, phishing protection, and app safety checks to catch hidden threats, like N-Gate, before they cause harm. As we rely more and more on frictionless payment methods, the tools we use every day must evolve not just in convenience, but in defense. The rise of malware exploiting NFC is a stark reminder that, with every new frontier in technology, vigilance must follow. That's all for today's report. Stay safe, stay informed, and remember, sometimes the easiest tap could become the biggest trap.